Kings and queens was happening. It's your bro King Blitz checking in one time for the one time. Welcome back to the kingdom now. Today, man, we got Tom MacDonald, No Lives Matter. And, you know, it surprised me because this song came out it came out like a year ago. And it's, you know, a time where I was still reacting to Tom MacDonald. And I sat back and I asked myself, I'm like, yo, why didn't I react to this song? And I know exactly why I didn't react to the song. Because I was still under the Black Lives Matter umbrella and blindsided, you know, by the organization, you know, still kind of blind to the facts of it all. And I remember when I seen that and it hit me that in that time period, you know, when it's dropped, I remember seeing that and saying to myself, like, nope, I won't do it. I won't do it. But I mean, I'm glad I didn't end because I would have been an emotional, you know, statistic in terms of my responses. It's been too long, y'all. Let's cut the music off, do what we do.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Facts. Media dividing us by colors, white or black.
Facts.
If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. Facts. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. And everything's so...
Facts. Literally, everything he said was facts. And I know that to be true just based off of an experience where, not myself, but I was, you know, with a group of friends, and one guy actually mentioned, you know, he's, you know, quite liberal, quite, you know, a leftist. Yo, we need to defund the police. They killing us, da-da-da-da, And I remember not saying nothing, but my friend interjected and was just like, no, bro, I got, you know, my pops is a cop. My uncle is you know, my nephew, you know, was training to be a cop. This, that, and the third is some good, da-da-da-da. Long story short, that literally was an argument. They ended up, you know, patting each other on the back, but it got heated just off of that.
Get attacked. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. And everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it.
Facts.
Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections.
Yep. Y'all know voter ID laws and all that started to come into play, and yeah, bro. And it's definitely done a lot of like the Black Lives Matter. People have died, you know, fighting for what they felt was right within that organization. Obviously, people understand the idea behind Black Lives Matter, and most can agree when you measure it up to mainstream media and how they promote. You know, white cops killing, you know, black people, and not only that, just the injustices that are kind of unfolds of it all. But when that is, you know, being promoted and pushed out there all the time, you can only expect, you know, black people to kind of be one track minded and their understanding of the police, especially when you date it back to like hip hop music. But the one thing we never did that I'm so happy that we're beginning to do is actually go look up the facts. Go look up the facts of all the situations before we just feel, because people have died blindly under, I won't say blindly, they died for what they felt was correct, but Black Lives Matter is responsible for, you know, these lives, man, that they put at the forefront for these causes, and they did nothing. Black Lives Matter, the organization that is, did nothing.
Support the message, both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa, the things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs, like you need a fast car, you need designer clothes, you need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all controlled by the elites, put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact it's each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
Oh man, I'm so happy I matured before I listen to this. So happy that I matured before I listen to this. So I gotta say it one more time. So happy that I matured before I listen to this. Totally understand where he's coming from. He's saying, like, you know, How can even, Black Lives Matter when they pinning everybody against each other to where we killing each other and picking each other apart to we're going to end up reaching a point where no lives matter.
Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back.
Facts.
People hate the president. If you don't, then you trash.
Facts.
Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap.
Facts.
The government abuses us. It's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included.
So he even addressed how he understands the idea of Black Lives Matter. And he also, understand, but what he don't understand is how, because if you aren't black, that, that lack of, that not being included, brings off this anger or angry state or, this, whatever. And they just wouldn't understand that. So I applaud him for being, transparent, showing both sides of it, being able to say, hey, forget Black Lives Matter, but also, hey, I understand where it derived from, you know what I mean? And I understand that the mind frame behind it initially. I respect it.
Government abuses us, it's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws to govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system.
Bro, come on now. He talked about pretty much throughout the whole song. He's been, talking about the influence of music and, rap culture specifically and how it, it's transforming the culture. And it's so true, bro, because like I've been telling y'all, through the course of, my reactions that I've been maturing. And, hip hop is my first love. You know what I'm saying? I always tell everybody that hip hop is my first love. I love hip hop. I rock with it super heavy. But the older I've become, in no way, shape, or form am I the guy who want to just bash the younger generation and nothing like that. But it has gotten to a point to where I just genuinely can enjoy the genre in full. And most people would say, well, you got people you can look up and da-da-da. Yeah, that's cool. But I remember a time of hearing my favorite artists when I didn't have to constantly go searching for them. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, I do understand there's a laziness aspect to that statement, but still, the point I'm making is they're promoting these artists now, like religiously, sex, drugs, violence. And a part of it mentally, even to this day, I have to be honest, even to this day, I mentally struggle with it sometimes. Just because you want to balance the scale of being a man and also, being aware of what's going on in the world. Anybody's a liar if they say they don't, at least pay attention to what's going on in the world. And for the most part, you get this left out feeling. And that's what drives people to do what they hear in rap music. Everything I just described, that vulnerability, that I don't want to be left out feeling, which is stupid, man. I call it stupid. It's stupid. It is what it is. You just gotta, be comfortable in your skin, man. Do you. Seriously, because music is not there to mentor us no more. It's really there just to, how do I say, put a Band-Aid on numbing the pain. That's kind of what it really is, numbing the truth.
Brainwashing the children, the viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Hey. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape.
Nope.
They put the world in a state of chaos. Economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
I like how he showed Nova right at the end. Man, Tom MacDonald, No Lives Matter. I pretty much expressed, you know, my thoughts all the way through it. I was kind of lengthy in my pause responses more than usual, but yeah, man, we needed Tom MacDonald out here, yo. And to think, I was once on the side of, who is this guy and why is he talking like this? Man, I'm so glad I got smacked in the face with reality time and time again. You know, being in denial is a sickness. I was definitely one of those ones. Thank y'all for coming to Kick It. If it's your first time, I know it won't be your last. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Please stay safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life.